if I create a will, how do I keep my family or other folks from disputing this in the court system? Is there some sort of magic language I can put in there where it makes my will lawsuit proof? And this is a tricky question because it's very, very difficult to take away someone's constitutional right to try to right a wrong through the court system. My name is Philip Bruce. I'm an estate planning attorney here in Minnesota. And whenever we have this question, the answer to this is we can strongly discourage somebody from challenging a will or an estate plan by doing what's called an inter rerum clause, also called a no contest clause. So what we do is in the document, let's say let's say I'm making up a number. I have $100,000 and I want it all to go to this child. I don't want this child to get anything at all. I want to disinherit them, and I don't want them coming after the estate. So the first thing we want to do is we want to give them something to lose. So instead of giving them zero, we're going to give them, I'm making this up, $10,000 bucks, and then we give the other $90,000 to this other child. And that might not feel great, but here's the reason we do that. Later in the document, we add this inter rerum clause, and what it basically says is if you challenge anything in this document, you lose any gifts you would otherwise receive in this document. So now this person has something to lose. If they sue, they automatically lose their $10,000 bucks. If we give them zero, they've got nothing to lose. So that's why we want to sometimes give them something, and then we create this inter rerum clause or this no contest clause that says if you sue, you lose this. Of course, they could win, and then they'd get more, but it just discourages it altogether. You can't prevent them from suing, but you can discourage them from suing. Of course, if you're creating a document and you have capacity and you are specific and clear in what you're saying, and it's executed properly and it's a legal document, it'd be very difficult for that person to win anyway. We're just trying to prevent them from filing a lawsuit anyway. Of course, if you go through probate, don't forget, this is all public and we're in court anyway. Every one of the interested parties, including the child we're trying to perhaps, or whoever else that we're perhaps trying to remove from the estate, they all get notice, and they say, here's when the court hearing is. If you want to object, come over and do it. And that's one of the things to worry about with probate. Be careful of that. Anyway, inter rerum clauses will discourage a lawsuit. They have been held as being unenforceable. It's been very inconsistent, but that's the strategy we use. Philip Bruce at Stone Arch Law Office. Give us a shout with any questions.